assuming Diana told you about the situation.
Yes. Yeah, I'll be back home tonight. That's the hope anyway.
Yes. We sent our agents as soon as we knew what we had to gather. We're positive they will turn up before nightfall, and we'll be able to cast a gateway spell.
Unless, of course, the Demon Lord then comes in and goes, "No, you're not doing that," and interrupts that too. I know, on a small side. It would be a long wait, but it would be worth it if it worked. The woman, however, took a step forward.
May I ask you something?
Yep. I looked at the woman slightly confused. Sure, go ahead, what is it?
Well...
Yes? I watched as the woman reached up and rubbed one of her ears, almost in nervousness. What was she nervous about? Finally, she spoke again, releasing her ear.
Would you mind if I asked you about the human world?
Are you curious about it? Okay, so this one reminds me of Damien, who's got that, curiosity about the world. The human world? Why would she be curious about the human world? She was a demon that looked like an anthropomorphic rabbit. The woman hugged her large staff against her body as she shrugged.
How are things like in the human world? Is there equality amongst your races? I've only heard stories, but since you're a human yourself, you would know.
Oh, I get it. Okay. That's interesting. Wow, the characters remind me of the boys. I miss the boys. I really do miss them. When are they gonna come back? I love interacting with the rabbits and all of them too. Don't get me wrong. They're stunning. They're gorgeous and everything. But, wow, this one reminds me so much of Damien. They're so cute. See, my mind ran back to the social life of the human world. At least in America, we claim to be equal, but we have a major prejudice amongst our races, whether we like it or not. I found myself to be on neutral ground, not wishing to be extremely on either opinion, but knowing the difference between the morally right and wrong. I looked at the woman and shook my head, making her eyes widen slightly. We're not exactly equal. I mean, we try, but we're pretty divided. However, it's only one of many problems we face. The woman nodded before walking over, sitting on the bed beside me.
I see. Are there major wars fought because of it?
Why are they fighting the Demon Lord anyway? What's he doing? In a way, we have marches and movements, but we at least try not to escalate it to war. Where I live, it's better to resolve things without violence.
That's smart. I hope that equality can be found in your world.
What about here? The woman shook her head, her smile turning a bit grim. I could tell that things were rough here, just from looking at her expression.
We have sort of a caste system here. What kind of demon you are determines what life you live. Demons of Lilith like Diana are usually royals and nobles, while animal demons like me are much lower in the ranks.
Aw, pity. It's not fair. I could hear her anger and shame from her voice alone. Were things really that bad here? That's horrible. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. That's why I joined the rebellion. We intend to make changes, make it better. I want to be part of that and help fix things.
So Diana's not a bad demon after all. I got her totally wrong. There was a confidence in her words that didn't match the look in her eye. She knew something was off in what she said, but she expressed it anyway as her reply to me. I don't know whether or not to prod or keep silent. I wouldn't be here long, so I decided to keep my mouth shut. The woman shook her head out, as if she was scratching the thoughts from her mind, and looked at me.
So, you are getting married. You must be excited to get back with your family and soon-to-be partner.
Mm-hmm. yeah, I'm excited to go back. For a brief moment, I had forgotten I was getting married. My mind began to wander to the one who was waiting for me, making my heart ache as I looked at my lap. The other woman looked down as well.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you upset. But you will be home soon.
I nodded. I shouldn't have let it get me down, but I really did miss being in the human world. I think anyone in my situation would understand, especially since I was a bride. I looked at my hand, seeing my engagement ring, imagining the wedding ring that would be made for my replacing it. Soon enough, it would be on my finger, and I'd be able to continue living my life as normal. Pulling myself out of my thoughts, I looked at the woman. She stood and bowed to me.
Well, I shall leave you be. I will bring food whenever it is ready, so that you don't starve.
Thank you, I appreciate it. With that, the woman left, leaving me alone in my room to wait. I remained in my room until the night came. I was given food, which looked like soup. The woman who gave it to me apologized, letting me know that food was scarce until the upcoming harvest, which was a couple of days away. Being that I was only staying the night, I didn't mind much. I was more concerned with what I was given to eat. It was some sort of stew with mysterious chunks swimming in it. And its broth. It smelled surprisingly good, but who knew how it tasted? Just eat it. I gulped. I had to try it. I had to eat it. I hadn't eaten in 2 days, and even before I came to the demon world. I was pretty sure Diana wouldn't poison me now, and I was fairly sure that she wouldn't serve me anything disgusting. I lifted the spoon. It was sitting in the broth, trying to capture some of the stew as it rose. I mean, it wasn't terribly scary to look at. I gulped and slowly brought the spoon to my lips, feeling the heat emanate from the stew. A knock rapped on my door, breaking me out of my train of thought. Come in. The door opened to reveal Diana with a plate holding things I recognized: bread, cheese. I had a sigh of relief before Diana laughed.
I suggest not trying that. As good as it smells, the taste would not sit well with you.
Got it. Instantly I moved the bowl to the nearby table. Thankful I didn't have to try it. Diana handed me the plate and nodded, reassuring me that what was on it was indeed what it seemed. Thank God Diana saves me from food.
It's not much, but it's human food. Eat up.
I will. I began to chow down, feeling the hunger in my stomach dissipate with each bite and swallow. The food I was eating, surprisingly, was delicious. As I began to crave something to drink, Diana trudged and formed a small goblet in her hand and filled it with clear liquid. They seemed to be water. I took it and drank it down, feeling my thirst quench before I let it sigh. I feel so much better.
I can tell. Take a moment to finish eating. Then we'll head for the ritual.
I looked at Diana, slightly excited. Everything was prepared for her. Was it possible to go home now? As she read my mind, she smiled and nodded.
We've finished the main preparations. We just need to head over and we'll start.
Good. I couldn't continue eating. My mind went into the obsessive frenzy and wanted to go home. I stood, moved the plate and goblet to the nearby table. Let's go.
Huh? Are you sure?
I know, I don't want to waste any more time. I need to get home. I was tired of waiting. Diana stared before nodding and heading for the door, opening it for me and exiting after me. After she closed the door behind me, I began to feel my heart flutter in relieved joy. I was heading home. Hopefully this time we won't get interrupted. Otherwise, we're going to have a problem. Diana led me down the corridor to the war room where I'd originally arrived, to reveal the table covered in plants and artifacts of different kinds. None of it made sense to me, but I only assumed it was what was needed for the spell to work. Diana walked to the table and took note of what she saw, nodding.
This should work.
Good.
You're in doubt?
Oh God, no.
Have to be after the last time we tried sending her home. Do we have a human anchor?
No, you're on your own this time. But we'll make sure you survive casting it.
Oh, great.
This spell should work, however, because we'll be using energy material. It will only require a slice of your energy on top of these items, which your guard can refill immediately after this.
Just make sure you don't die casting it.
Diana smiled at guard before turning to me.
So, are you ready to return home?
She didn't have to ask. I'm ready. Diana nodded once more before turning back to the table. She lifted her arms over the surface and lowered her head, muttering under her breath, "Please don't interrupt, Demon Lord, or I will punch you. We have a wedding."
Otrunibris portas, apriat nobis, largiatur exitium, desideri.
As As she spoke, the table began to glow, as did she. A purple aura began to surround her form as she lifted and anchored her head back, staring at the ceiling. A glimpse at her eyes made me gasp. Warm golden orbs covered her red irises, glowing with magic. She was deep within the spell, and I could see it slowly draw energy from her body. The items on the table began to gleam wildly, light orbs floating from them and dancing in the air above the table's surface. They began to weave back and forth with each other, almost as if lights were dancing to a silent tune. The other demon stepped back as Diana moved her arms and pointed to the dancing lights, her fingers pointing to the air, leading the lights to follow where directly obediently. She drew a small circle in the air, and the light followed like a perfect trail, spreading out and forming a large void in the air. As they finally stopped moving, they burst into bright light, causing the demon's eye to cover our eyes from it. Jesus. It engulfed the room, but died down just as far, revealing a small tear in the air. Diana quickly leaned forward and dug her hands into it before pulling the tear apart, revealing my bedroom! Diana continued to pull the tear open, giving enough space for me to jump through.
Hurry and go through! This is your chance!
Thank you. I wasn't going to let it go to waste. I gripped the bottom of my dress, rushed forward using momentum to jump into the air and forward towards the void. I could almost reach it. I could feel the air conditioner in my room right at my fingertips. I was...
She will never
Oh, Jesus, man!
world alive!
Really? Really? Good frickin' lord. Demon lords. Attention seeking. Good lord, man. This is ridiculous. So every time we try to leave, he's gonna butt in. What a dick!